Good morning. Today is Friday. On Wednesday we were not able to do our training session with the boys as much as I was hoping because we had the midwife appointment and that took quite a while. And also we had other things to do and we weren't able to get as much done as I had hoped. Yesterday Janelle was not feeling well at all and I had to help her out, so we didn't get nearly as much done as I had hoped either. But we did end up getting the third floor cleaned out to some extent, so at least that's good. Today we're going to go on a run again, and we're going to do a few other things, and we're going to start the day out with our devotional time. What we're going to do today is, I have a concordance here. Most of you know what a concordance is, but some of you may not. Concordance has all the words in the Bible, and it tells you what the references are. It's good for looking up the subjects of things in the Bible that you need to know about. Today we're going to be looking at the word self-control, but in the King James Version it uses the word temperance, which is basically the same thing. And the concordance I have is for the King James Version. So we're going to look that word up and see what the Bible has to say about self-control. There's the word temperance and temperate. We're going to look those words up. We're ready to go on a run. We did talk a little bit longer about self-control. So it is a little later, but we can still go and run.
We're working on peeling and cutting up some of the squash that we grew in the garden.
We're peeling it because they're way too dry because we made these a couple times and they are way too dry.
Why are they dry?
Because it was a dry year.
Right, we didn't have enough rain.
And the skin is really tough.
Right. So Pete is very kindly peeling for Mommy.
And he wasn't even asked to do it, he just did it.
And Mary is scooping out seeds. And Daddy's helping by cutting, because that's a really good job for Daddy.
Yeah, it's not a good job for kids.
And Pete got so hot he had to take his shirt off.
There, I'm going to give the seed part to Mary.
Alright, and you can scoop. Thank you, Mary.
I know how to do it.
You know how to do it?
Yeah, Daddy just showed her.
I guess I can use it with my hands.
Yeah, you can use your hands too. That works too. Whatever works. A few minutes ago, Mary was fighting with her sisters, and what we did is we just called her downstairs to help us in the kitchen. And often when we have a problem with kids, if you can separate them and then bring them to help and do something productive, all of the problems kind of disappear. And that's exactly what happened with Mary this morning. Often kids fight because they're bored, and if we can keep them busy, and that's a hard thing for me right now, but if you can keep them busy, they are often far more productive, they are much happier, and it just makes for a much joyful household. This one Mary did all on her own, and she did a very good job. Nice work, Mary. You scooped them out. You listened to Daddy.
Yeah, and we have one more for you to do in just a minute.
Slippery? Are the seeds slippery? They like to get away from you?
They get away from me, but not too now.
You're going to make it work though, right? You're going to get those seeds out. Slippery or not?
Slippery.
Now Peter and Mommy are making some spaghetti sauce.
Now this can I picked up for $3. It's a huge can, which was a very good price. It was a very good price, but I kept dreading using it because it was so big. I'm not dreading it, but I wanted to make sure I had a good reason to use it. And so because I was waiting for a good reason, I never had a good reason. So I finally bit the bullet and said, you know what? It's time to get it out of the cupboard. I know we're not doing the pantry challenge, but I guess it's all part of this pregnancy. We got to get everything sorted out. I took out some pork neck bones out of the freezer that had been way too long. I roasted them the other day. They're going to go in here, and we're going to make a really flavorful spaghetti sauce.
Did you finish, Mary? You're doing a good job. Peter wanted to cut up one little tiny jalapeno and toss it in the spaghetti sauce.
It's not going to hurt anything.
Someone will get a halfway spicy.
A spicy bite. Let's hope it's Daddy and Mommy or Grace. We're the ones who like the spicy. Now Lydia came down and she wants to open the can all by herself, but I don't know if she can do it or not.
Is this how you do it?
Kind of, but you have to squeeze a little harder.
Dad, can you put it on like this?
I told you not to get it.
Yeah, you put it on like that. And you squeeze it till it pops. Turn and squeeze until, there you go, until it pops. So now you have to hold it shut. Because it's going to try to pop open, you have to hold it shut.
Oh, that was nice of Peter. They're all on.
There you go.
Hold on.
We're also throwing in some of our squash that we got out of our garden. Now I'm going to cut up all of our jalapenos and we're going to make some poppers. Janelle's getting in the mood and she is cleaning out the freezer, seeing what we have. Do we have any good things we can get rid of?
You know, it's been almost 2 years since we did a freezer clean out challenge. You know that?
Sorry, you do?
Deer heart.
Very much do.
Is this a deer heart?
It is a deer heart.
Oh, can we please have a little piece? I love deer heart.
And look what I found. Our long lost boo-boo pad. So now we have both of them again. We were down to one, but we have them both now.
Now we're cooking up the sausage to make the poppers.
And I also want to help put it in.
Charity has a laundry basket full of baby.
Wow, that's what I call teamwork. Good job, Gracie and Charity.
And look at me, Mommy.
Helping with the laundry. Good job, Gracie. Give me 5. Whoop! Give me 5.
No.
Oh, you want a, what do you want? A cracker?
No.
For helping? Okay. She has them.
Peter's working on the filling for the poppers.
I love poppers. If they're not too hot. If they're too hot, I just give them to Daddy because Daddy blows his taste buds. I don't think he has very good taste buds.
Oh, I have good taste buds. It tastes really good.
But it doesn't taste spicy. That's what you say. Oh, that's not spicy. That's what you say all the time.
Hey Grace, what are you going to do when I finish the cabinets? You won't be able to fit in there. Now Mary's going to squash the squash.
I was wondering where I put my washcloth. Well, it got buried and it's a little stiff.
There, that looks a lot better. At least that half. Now we have to do the other half. Now I'm filling up the poppers, then we'll cook them. And then we'll have a whole bunch of yummy poppers.
Do you like poppers, Lydia? Hey, they're good.
They're too spicy.
The kids give all the hot ones to me.
The green ones aren't as hot.
Sometimes the green ones are hotter than the red ones.
Here are my poppers. And they're going in.
They're green and red.
Right. Yes, they are.
Look like Christmas trees.
That's a whole lot of poppers.
And there's do you know how many there are?
About 150.
Which one is the most red?
There's a lot of red peppers. Do you think they might be hotter than the greens? Or do you think they're about the same?
I think they're some of them are hot. I think the greens are hot and the reds are hot a little bit. I think most of them are hot and hot.
Okay, well, we'll wait to find out when Daddy cooks them.
Here's Charity's pumpkin bread she's making. How many loaves is this?
I think it'll be 4.
Okay, yummy. I'm going to leave the poppers in Charity's capable hands while I go with the boys and help a neighbor move some wood. I'm back from moving some wood, and there are the poppers. How are they?
Yeah, extremely spicy. A little hot.
Okay. That makes me want to try one.
Watch out, I've only been eating green. Charity tried a red one. I thought she was going to die.
Oh,
So,
well,
be careful.
Okay, I'll try it. They say Daddy has iron taste buds, so let's see. Pretty good.
That was so hot that might put me in labor.
Don't do that.
I gave the rest of that one to Art.
When I eat a lot of jalapenos, I start to get hiccups, and sure enough, that's just what happened a minute ago. Charity finished her cookies. They look more like, what do they look like?
Oatmeal. They look like oatmeal cookies.
We're playing a game now, and it's called Probe. I don't know how popular this game is, if you guys have heard of it before. This is an older game. I just looked at the copyright date, which is 1964. When I was a kid, we played this game a lot, but it turns out that we have 2 of these. So we're going to do a giveaway, and we're going to give away the game of Probe to one of our viewers. So for rules to the giveaway, just look in the description below. And I'm sorry we're not going to open it up out of the United States just because it is pretty heavy and shipping would just be extremely expensive outside of the United States. So sorry about that, but hopefully we can find some lighter stuff to give away to anybody in the whole world.
Yes.
Everybody is coming up with their words.
I got my word already.
Okay, I need to do my word. I'm too busy taking videos. I haven't gotten my words yet. And I'm also busy watching little girls.
And I want to play.
You want to play? You can help Daddy. It's not the easiest thing watching little girls with a game where you flip over cards. So actually I thought of a good idea. I went to our second Probe game and I got these little things out. And I'm going to let little girls put cards on those ones. You want to do that, Grace? You want to put cards on there? Okay, here. Here's some cards for you. Just put the card on there. Take an additional turn. Oh, good. That means I get 2 turns. Charity, do you have an... Oh. Thinking...
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
How many points?
10
points for Jack.
Daddy. I have to keep going because it's still my turn. Because once you get a letter correct, you keep going. Okay, let's see. Charity, do you have, let's see, N? She's thinking.
15.
Oh, wow.
25.
That's a lot of points.
Daddy is
Daddy
ahead.
takes the lead with 25.
Oh boy. Oh, this is bad for Charity. Opponent on your left will expose a card.
Uh-oh. So John and Daddy are now tied at 25. At any time, if you think you know a word, you can do the interruption rule and you can guess what it is. And if there are more than 5 blank spaces remaining, you get 50 extra points. But of course, this time there isn't. I think I know what the word is too.
I am guessing Peter.
I don't know any more words except for Peter.
You scored 40 points, Charity. Opponent on your left will expose a card again.
You're mean. You are really mean. Well, I'm not going to help you out very much.
That's 15 points you gave me.
I know, but it doesn't help you guess my word too much.
Charity's up to 6.
Wow, look at Charity.
60.
And I get to guess another.
You want to guess mine? You have 50 points if you can guess it.
It could be any word, really.
Charity, do you have a Q?
Yes.
Right there, yes. How do you spell question?
I think it has an I.
Okay, S. Okay, I don't see an I in there. And blank. Oh, you can turn it whichever blank you want. Blank. Okay.
West.
Oops. Let's just say Charity is
I'm not the
really
brightest star in the world.
Charity is really good at a lot of things, but not spelling. I just guessed a P, and I think I know what the last one is. I.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. Now everybody else has theirs done except for Daddy.
And I survived the longest.
Yeah. Now they go around twice trying to guess my word. If they don't guess it, then I get an extra 100 points. Okay, here we go. Do you know what it is?
No. Towel?
Ready? Do you know what it is now?
No.
Toilet.
Bow wow.
What did he say?
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
That was weird.
It is really a word. So there's the final score.
I get last place as
Oh, poor Charity.
It's almost 11 o'clock. Art had to go back to work. With him not working as many hours in the daytime, he's got to make for it up on the back end of our days. So he's back at work working. I just finished today's vlog, and I think I'm going to go hop in bed, relax, and probably work on my crocheting. I'm still working on that blanket that I just started when I wanted to keep my hands busy, and I want to definitely finish that before the baby comes. I have so many projects I want to finish before this baby comes. So I think I'm going to work on that for a little while until I get dozy enough to just fall asleep. But I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you join us for our freezer clean out challenge, because I'm actually really excited about doing this, getting rid of some of that food in the freezer, cleaning it out, and just making it a little bit more tidied and organized. That seems to be my theme these days, is tidy and organized, and that's what I'm doing everywhere. So thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate you subscribing and watching and commenting, and we'll see you for our next video. Good night.